Okay, there we go.
Yo ho, a pirate life for me.
All right, we are in good mood. Come over.
I'll take my other camera, right? Opa.
Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi.
Welcome.
Very good.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for 5 minutes speeches. Hello, Jim, welcome. Patrice, please join us. I'm very pleased to open the gallery RIVAA with terrific exhibition done by Valeriu Boborelu, our member of the board of directors, and one of the best artists we ever had in this association.
Yeah.
I think it's a terrific exhibition, very powerful, and we need this kind of exhibition to survive. As you know, we celebrated 2 months ago, or a month and a half ago, the Vernissage 11, the 11th anniversary of existence on the island and in this place. I'm talking about Gallery RIVAA, which stands for Roosevelt Island Visual Art Association. We opened it in 2002, so it's 10th anniversary, but Vernissage 11. 2002 in March, and since that, every March we celebrate the anniversary by having the big show. We call it Vernissage. As you know, Hudson Related is in charge right now of the Main Street. So before, we had the freedom of not paying too much or almost nothing for the rent. Right now, we are having the rent and we have to pay additionally for electricity. We are not commercial gallery. We are not selling the artwork too much, although we would like to. Please take a look at the lists of prices from Valeriu Boborelu. It's on the front desk. If you can buy it, he will be happy. We will be very happy. So what I'm trying to say that, yes, we will try to survive. Yes, we will try to be here. And I think sometimes it's very difficult because each of us is working and we are doing it during the weekends and during the evenings. But we have studio and thanks to that we are able to put together big paintings. And Bobo is one of them who is doing the big paintings, and that's great. I will not talk too much about the art. This will be Jonas, who is curator of this exhibition, and he is also running the gallery in New Haven. So he will tell you more about the art, symbolism, and everything that transpires from that. What I'm trying to say that we are very happy to see you. For everyone who is coming from outside, we are even more happy. I see the faces which I've seen before at the Iwan's exhibition and some other Romanian friends. Very welcome. And in the end...
Technical question. Because they closed all institution on the back, they want to increase your rent.
Yes.
Yeah, and when you will close this gallery?
We are not going to close unless we are really...
They fire all businesses, I see online.
Well, they didn't. This was, I'm not talking about Hudson Related, because Hudson Related was invited by RIVAA a year ago, and RIVAA gave them the free hand to run these new places. So they will for sure open in very near future, 3 or 4 new shops. But this is the company which counts the money, so they have to impose the rent, and that's where we are. RIVAA was very generous to us, because for 10 years we were running it just using money from our pocket. We didn't have to pay the rent. This is the prime spot at the main street. We have to admit it. We are saying it's not only prime spot, it's the best spot, because we are keeping it in the best possible way. Always colorful, always with new art, always inviting people to perform, like we've seen 5 minutes ago. Always inviting people who are reading the poetry, signing the books. We will have every first Sunday of the month, we will have the jazz salon, live jazz. 5 people who are playing jazz, and we have a big carpet in the center, candles, coffee, champagne, and wine. May 6th, from 5 to 8, please come. The jazz is terrific, people started dances. We had the first salon a month ago, and it was great success.
You asked it, of course, because in New York, so on, and they fired artists, and they escaping because too high rent, and started Giuliani and Bloomberg, they killing art. Oh, and you will special place?
We will be trying to keep it as long as we can. We need your help. Enjoy the show, and Jonas, please tell us about this art.
Thank you, Tad. Thank you, Tad. It's really great to work with you.
I just have to apologize for my dress. I'm overdressed, I know. But dear friend, Bobo, everything is working.
Very good.
So, this is fresh cut tuxedo. At 5 o'clock I pick up, I check, it works, and I'm here.
Very appropriate. Thank you. It's a great privilege to curate the show with my very dear lifelong friend, Valeriu Boborelu, who I met in 1985 or 86 at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, and we've been very dear friends. He's very part of my life and my family ever since. And I just wanted to thank also Nicholas Grossmann, for his performance. He's an artist who I had I'm the art director at the New Haven Public Library. He had a show. His show was in March of this year, and it was wonderful painting that he does. But both Valeriu and I go back quite a ways now, and I know his family quite well, and he was at my daughter's wedding in 1997, and with his daughter Anka attended, and also when my dad's cousins were there, both of whom just passed away in the 90s, lived here in New York City since 1922. But Valeriu's work is quite extraordinary, in my opinion. He's really an inspired painter in mystical dimensions, very spiritual orientation. If you look at his works closely, you'll see so many levels, depths of energies, entities of life and of spirit going in our plane of existence, and also many other spiritual and soul planes, I would say, also. You can see the celestial meditations at many levels. The use of color is quite extraordinary, vivid, wonderful, beautiful palette of also his midnight blue and white combinations of the Tadeusz paintings. He creates gestural forms which interact on different planes, luminous, transparent entities, which I've written about. And they have references to many religions in the Tara entities in Buddhism, the Mahayana Buddhism of the Tibetans, very related to mandalas and the Thangka paintings of the lamas. But his work goes beyond religious and spiritual definitions, in my opinion. There's something very profound. His works have a lot to do with color harmonies and the vividness of his palettes really energize one to look at them. And I think they would be quite an asset to anyone's collection. And his prices are quite reasonable for New York, so please take a look. He works with archetypes and the Bodhisattva theme, which I think has a lot to do with Valeriu's theory of life, which is of the spiritual dimension to benefit humanity. The Bodhisattva is the entity which returns, rather a holy essence which has reached nirvana, but determines to return to Earth in each reincarnation to help humanity. And this is what I feel is the spiritual essence of Valeriu. So Valeriu's background goes back to his work in Bucharest, Romania, where he attended Nicolae Grigorescu as a student, and later was a student of George Saru, who was his mentor. And when Mr. Saru retired his post as the dean of the Fine Art Department, it was Valeriu. He appointed Valeriu to be his successor. And this was, of course, during the period of Ceausescu's reign, a dictatorship under the Soviet system. Valeriu was very fortunate to be able to leave that and to come to the West in 1983. And he was studying in Paris, was able to bring his family out of Romania, and they settled here in Queens, New York. So you'll see that he has studied in Italy and Perugia, and Rome and Bologna, Venice, Naples, East Germany, and Czechoslovakia. So he has quite a wide educational experience in painting. And I really very much identify with his life. I'm very fortunate to have several of his paintings in my own collection. And also, I must say, he was a benefactor of introduced me to my beloved Ruta 5 years ago. And Valeriu has spoken about his work to say that he believes, as an artist-painter, that one should think and feel continuously and form color, which is a very interesting concept, the Platonic idea of forms, which I elaborate on in much of my own writing in terms of the experience of forms. That these things also translate into life symbol. Color is the essential element in art painting, and depth and the warmth of life. And I have to emphasize that aspect of warmth in spirituality. So that his paintings really reach a level of consciousness, and a higher level of consciousness that one can experience oneself to look at. So, thank you very much. I really look forward to your comments. If you have any ideas or questions or anything about anything that I said,
Thank you very much for coming.
I appreciate it.